For the second time, the UCI CityMountainbike Eliminator is hosted by Apeldoorn in the Netherlands, nice and cozy town in the north of the Netherlands that is known as a cycling country. It's the fourth race of the season, and home rider Jeroen van Eck is defending his overall leading position in the men's category.
I think it's like a trophy of hard work, but we have still 4 races to go, so a lot can happen. But yeah, of course, I'm proud to wear the leader's jersey here, that's for sure. Last year I crashed in the half finals, couldn't finish the half finals as well, so I was out. No revenge, just pushing hard and trying to do everything right, and we will see what happens then.
The Norwegian Ingrid Bø Jacobsen won 2 out of 3 so far, and again she's the big favorite.
I'm still in the overall lead at least. It's going to be an exciting race today. It's a different course than it was the other previous races. As always, it's a unique trail.
But the competition is tough, and all competitors aim for the best result here in Apeldoorn.
I'm happy to be back here because last year I won, so these are very good memories and I'm looking forward to it.
La pression des pneus va être très importante aujourd'hui. C'est un circuit ultra roulant. Ça va être très physique avec les portions de ligne droite dès le départ, tout ça après le safety jogger. La course va être très dure.
Yeah, the legs are pretty good, I think. Last week we were in the UCI Mountainbike World Cup in La Bresse, and I was in pretty good shape, so I think today it's gonna be cool. I win the European Champion 2 times, the World Championship 1 time, but never World Cup win, and yes, it's my big goal today, take my first World Cup win.
In the ladies' corner, they are still smiling and warming up side by side, but it's only the silence before the storm.
The feeling is good, I hope. Yesterday in the road race I crashed, but yeah, now with the course check it feels good, so I hope with the time trial it also feels good.
Toutes les filles sont fortes.
They're all strong, the European champion is there, the Scandinavians are strong, the Norwegian very strong, so let's wait and see what happens.
On verra bien. It will be fun racing and I like the course, so it will be good.
So let's go.
The track swings over the marketplace, so let's ride along with last year's winner here in Apeldoorn, the German Simon Gegenheimer. Apeldoorn is a flat but very physical track. A very fast start will be crucial to enter the first turn in the lead. After that, the track is a continuous sequence of straights where acceleration power and handy turning skills will decide on a win or a loss. We have some spectacular jumps and then some tricky turns to enter the final part of the track. The final straight, well, it's going to be fun, that's for sure. So after 3 races, the overall standings look as follows. First, the women with Jacobsen in the lead. Holmegert, Popova and Klozuur have to hope for an off day of the Norwegian to catch up a bit. In the men's individual standings, Jeroen van Eck has a small lead on Ceres. Briata, Perret-Gagné and grass winner Federspiel are in desperate need of catching up points. The first part of each contest is a qualifying time trial, 1 lap against the clock, 500 meters in which each competitor has to try and beat herself or himself. Giving it all is the main mission. It's like groping in the dark and hoping that the effort delivered will be sufficient for a good starting position in the main race. The actual women's leader, Ingrid Bø Jacobsen, comes in 5th, only 5th one could state, but it's a well thought out and calculated qualifying result.
I hardly ever do any great prologues or qualifications when I'm really satisfied with, but I don't do that bad either. But now, as you said, now we begin. It's here up until the finals. That's what really counts.
European champion, the Ukrainian Irina Popova, is a sigh faster than Jacobsen and finishes 4th. With the French Colin Klozuur and the Polish Marto Turobos faster than Popova, all eyes are pointed towards the Dutch rider Lizzie Whitlocks. Her main goal for the coming season is cyclocross, but if the program allows it, she tries to fit in these city mountain bike races as a kind of highly advanced training sessions. And this approach seems to work out. She clocks the best time. Whitlock is satisfied.
I thought that my time trial wasn't so good, but yeah, I had the fastest time, so it's really good to start the qualifications.
These are the results of the women's qualification in Apeldoorn, 4th race of the season. In the men's qualification, European champ Titouan Perret-Gagné only finishes on a disappointing 9th place. With his 6th position, Gegenheimer knows that he will have to do better in the race. The Belgian champion, Fabrice Mels, finished 3rd in grass. In Apeldoorn, he comes 7/100ths of a second too short to qualify 3rd. It is Jeroen van Eck who is very focused, and he will claim 3rd place. On top of this qualifier, it is France that is in the center of the attention. Lorenzo Serres is more than half a second faster than Van Eck. And the qualifying winner, Hugo Briata, can still squeeze off a couple of hundreds. The French riders are clearly in top shape, and it will be extremely hard to beat these guys.
That's not the first time for me that I win the time trial. So we have a strong tab today with Titouan, so we are gonna be strong. And the race will be very tactical, I think, not so physical like the other race in Graz and Volterra.
Let's have a look at the men's qualification results here in Apeldoorn. Up to the quarterfinals women and the first heat with, for the Netherlands, Lizzie Whitlock with number 1, Anna Stray Ronkve for Norway with number 9, and Ella Holmegeert for Sweden taking the lead with number 8. Very interesting, there are only 3 and 2 qualify for the next stage. Nice start of Holmegeert, number 2 in the overall standings. Lizzie Whitlock's taking over as expected. She keeps the race under control. And then all by all, easy win for Whitlock, last year's winner here in Apeldoorn. She qualifies for the semis, as does Ella Holmegeert. In the second heat, Irene Gerritsen, Irina Popova, Ingrid Jacobsen and Linja de Jonge are competing. And an interesting duel between Jacobsen and Popova. Jacobsen leading in front of Popova. The 2 young Dutch riders are trying to keep up. Jacobsen setting the pace. Popova keeping up. Going into the second lap. And still Jacobsen leading just in front of Popova, controlling and finishing 1 and 2. Third heat, and we see Clara Brehm for Germany, Marta Turobos for Poland and Margot Borelli for France. Marta Turobos was second in the time trials. Her condition is growing, her state of mind is great, and she's aiming for more points in this championship. Turobos and Brehm in front, Borelli trying to keep up, but she's having troubles. Can she keep up this very high pace in this race? End of the first lap, going into the second. Positions still the same, with Turobos in the lead and Brehm nearby. And then Borelli's coming closer. That's very interesting for the last part of this race. Can she pick up a piece of this game, Borelli? Has she some power left? No, it's Turobos and Brehm qualifying for the next stage. In the final quarter-final heat, we have 3 riders competing for 2 places in the semi-Colin Closure for France. Mylen Müller for Germany and Lotte Koopmans for the Netherlands, as expected. A fast and clean and skillful ride of Closure and Müller. Koopmans just a little bit too light for this kind of competition. They handled the job with care. Closure and Müller qualifying for the semis. Men's quarter-final and 4 heats. First heat with Perrin Gagné on the left. Hugo Briata as well. Levi Braam for the Netherlands and Stefan Thun for Germany. It's a final worthy contest here. Nice fight with the French riders dictating the pace. Perrin Gagné leading in front of Briata. Places are already divided and it's clear that Titouan, Perrin Gagné and Briata will qualify. Fun combined with focused action, an ideal combination for the best result. Mels, Olstam, Hebing and Perez in the second heat of this quarterfinals, and a move of Perez closing the door. Not so nice, but Olstam taking profit of the situation and taking the lead. Anton Olstam, great move. A little bit cunning, but taking profit of a situation. A door that was closed for the others and open for him. And he jumped into that hole, took immediately the lead, and he's away. He's gone. Problems for Hebing. Chain problem. And we have here a fight going in the final lap, into the final lap, and Mels taking over second position. Perez now third. 1 and 2 qualify. Olstam still controlling. Mels looking backwards. Where's the competition? Competition is there, but meaning no big trouble so far, unless Perez has something to finish. Mels keeps the cool. Olstam with no problems. And Mels controlling and also qualifying for the next stage. The third heat with Steibel, Bitterbier, Ceres and the Klausman. Nice move. Klausman taking an immediate lead. The German rider Felix Klausman. Great start. Bitterbier and Ceres a little bit surprised maybe because of this great start of the German. Now coming through the inside, or trying to come through the inside. Jay Bitterbier, his move did not succeed, but now he takes over and we have Ceres and Bitterbier on 1 and 2. Klausman third, and further away Eddie Steibel, French rider. What a great move of Ceres and Bitterbier, the Belgian rider Jay Bitterbier. Are they going for 1 and 2? The final straight, and there is Klausman, there is Klausman, a close finish! Who is qualifying for the next stage? Is it Bitterbier or is it Klausman? Control of the situation, and here we see a slight advantage for Jay Bitterbier. He qualifies for the next stage. Fourth heat, and the battle for the final 2 places in the semis is on with Van Eck, Gegenheimer, Achterberg and Helin. Van Eck and Gegenheimer. Van Eck leading, Gegenheimer in his wheel. The Red Bull turn. Nice ramp. Nice jumps. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What a race. These two are really going very fast. But Van Eck, the actual leader in the standings after 3 races. Keeping the lead. What a technique. Jumping. Another jump. Yes. Gegenheimer looks around, and it's indeed Van Eck and Gegenheimer qualifying for the next one. Semi-finals time, and we kick off with the first women's with Lizzie Whitlocks, Irina Popova, Ingrid Jacobsen and Ella Helmegaert. Very fast start of Whitlocks, we're used to that. Second position we have Jacobsen. Popova trying to come through the inside, and there Jacobsen and Popova crashing and falling. Oh, what a drama. Two big favorites are eliminated. Can it be through? Jacobsen last year also already falling in an early stage of this competition. And now again, well, she's hanging a little bit on the outside, losing the balance and taking Popova in her fall. And so an easy win for Lizzie Whitlock's, winning this semi-final and qualifying together with Ella Helmegaert. Well, Helmegaert coming in and Lizzie Whitlock's.
I felt good. I feel I could have had something to do in the final today. Last year I crashed in the qualification here, so I kind of bad fight between me and Apeldoorn, but I mean, that's part of the racing, and sometimes you win these battles and you get through it. Sometimes you crash, and it sucks and hurts a little bit even now, every now and then. But that's racing. There's nothing you can do about it now. You just finish the small final and move on.
Second semi-final with Mailen Müller. Colin Closure for France. For Poland, Marta Turobos. And for Germany, Clara Brehm, the youngest of all four. Closure, she's a fast starter, going into the first turn as the leader. Turobos having some problems there. A good move of Clara Brehm. Mailen Müller still in the neighborhood. So, racing pretty okay. Turobos still third. She's having problems with the pace set by Closure. And Brehm still keeping up very nicely. That would be a nice surprise. Is Turobos coming back, or is it Brehm? Yes, finishing second and qualifying for the final. The men's semis with Anton Olstam, Hugo Briata, Fabrice Mels, and finally Titouan Perrin-Gagné. Four fast riders, and it will be interesting to see who is going into the first turn. Mels seeming to be first. There is Briata. Oh, what a great move of Titouan! What a great move of Titouan! Taking advantage of this slight hesitation and this slight going outwards of these two, Briata and Mels. He took the inside and he takes the lead. What a fine, very cunning move of Titouan Perrin-Gagné. Still now, no, Briata taken over by Mels and Briata in a fight. Watch out for Olstam. Briata now in fourth position. Gagné still leading when going into the second lap. Olstam taking the inside, moving, pushing Mels aside. And now we have a fight in between Briata and Mels. Mels now fourth. Briata moved up to third position. Oh, there is Olstam. Olstam taking over Titouan. Titouan now second, Olstam leading, Titouan second, Briata moving forward, he is going for Titouan's wheel. And where is Mels? Mels knows that the game is over, and it'll be in between these three with Olstam and Titouan, who qualify for the next stage. Second semi-final with Jeroen van Eck, the home rider, Simon Gegenheimer, last year's winner, Lorenzo Serres, second in the time trials, and Jay Bitterbier, the Belgian rider. The start, and Gegenheimer taking the best start. Van Eck, is he coming back? No, it's Gegenheimer taking the lead in this early stage of this race. Van Eck second, Jay Bitterbier trying to move to third, coming through the inside. Serres taking over again, or trying to take over again. This is tight fighting. And in front, still in the lead, Simon Gegenheimer, Jeroen van Eck. If he can keep up the pace, of Gegenheimer. He knows that he will qualify for the finals, that's for sure. How much power is there in the legs of Ceres? He's having trouble to keep up with Jay Bitterbier. Bitterbier still in third position. The leader, Simon Gegenheimer, leading in front of Jeroen van Eck. There, the Ceres move to third position. Ceres third, Bitterbier now fourth. Gegenheimer moving forward. He's taking some advantage. Here the final sprint with Van Eck and yes, Gegenheimer qualifying for the finals.
It's going good so far and I'm in the final. So one heat to go.
It was a tough race.
It's a tough race for sure. Every heat, doesn't matter which competitors are in the heat. It's just 2 minutes and there are a lot of fast guys who can ride 2 minutes fast.
And so we've come to the final stage of the Apeldoorn race with first the B final women with Muller, Popova, Turobos and Jacobsen. Jacobsen has to try to control the damage and collect as many points as possible in the race. And it's exactly what she does. The B final men with a very spectacular fall of Hugo Briata. An early crash, a very early crash in this race. Race finished for Briata and a win for Mels.
I had a mechanical problem at the start with my pedal and I failed just after 10-20 meters maybe. So that's mountain bike.
Who will claim the highest spot on the podium? Let's kick off with the women with Lizzie Whitlocks, Corinne Closure, Claire Breem and Ella Hulmegaert. If Hulmegaert can win this final, she makes a big move forward and she could come a lot closer to the actual leader, Ingrid Bo Jacobsen. And it's Whitlocks taking an immediate lead. Closure in second and Hulmegaert so far only a third. She will have to work hard to come over these two in front with Lizzie Whitlocks, last year's winner, and here again, very strong, very fast. She won't be with us in Winterberg because she has a cyclocross race to ride. So that's a little bit a pity and maybe interesting for Closure. Can Closure catch up with Whitlocks? That's trying hard. But watch out for Hulmegaert. Hulmegaert is trying to attack, is trying to close in on Closure. He's taking the wheel. Closure is a fast sprinter and Whitlocks winning this race here in Apeldoorn. The men's final with Van Eck, home rider, Olstam, always dangerous, Perret Gagné. We've seen him making nice moves and this Gegenheimer, Simon Gegenheimer, the winner of last year's winner, taking a great start again, leading in the first turn before in front of Van Eck. Then we have Olstam, Titouan, last position, but this is not a disadvantage. Olstam, great move. Taking over Van Eck, now second, Van Eck third. Still in the lead. Interesting duel. Titouan! He does it again. Titouan taking the inside and moving to second. Van Eck still third. And Gegenheimer as a leader into the second lap with Titouan in second and Van Eck third. Can he catch up with Titouan? Perret Gagné. Trying to attack Gegenheimer, but it's Gegenheimer winning this race in Apeldoorn as he did last year.
Yeah, it was always close. I hear the competitors in the back, so I went all out of each corner with full gas. And in the sprint, in the final, it was super close, but I'm really happy.
The Apeldoorn 2018 results with the women. Lizzie Whitlocks winning this race here, the fourth of the season. The men's table is introduced by Simon Gegenheimer. The overall standings after 4 races, the women's table, Ingrid Bø Jacobsen still in the lead. She's 65 points ahead of Holmegard. Klosur is third.
I'm still in the lead, and I'm really happy about that. And it's a long season, and you have to do well in all the races to keep the jersey. And I still have it. We'll see. There's 3 more races to go, and we'll see who gets it at the end.
Flying Dutchman Jeroen van Eck is still the leader with Winterberg coming on. His lead 29 points on the second, Ceres, and 33 points on Perrin Gagné.
Yeah, looking forward to the next races, and we will see what happens there. I mean, I can't look into the future. I can only ride as fast as I can.
Thanks for watching us, and see you at the next race in Winterberg.